think I'm gonna run away.
What do you mean run away?
Like, go somewhere. Get out.
You're not a 5-year-old with divorced parents. You're already away. You're in college.
But haven't you always wanted to actually go somewhere? Explore? See the world?
You're serious?
You can come with me.
No.
Why not?
Why do you even want to do this?
It'd be fun.
I don't doubt that, but what about school and shit?
I don't know, I just want to go. I want to leave.
Do you even have money?
Enough?
You don't know where you're going or what you're doing. How can you know if you have enough money?
I don't know, it's just what I want to do.
Figure out logistics and come back to me.
Fuck logistics.
My God.
Let's take advantage of life before it starts.
It started when you were born.
Before we have to get a job and pay bills, now's our last chance.
What?
Before we have to get a job and then pay bills, now's our last chance.
1 second. Sorry.
Now's our last chance to do something like this. Once life starts, it's all over.
How long would you go for?
As long as it takes.
This is ridiculous.
What do you want me to say?
I want to keep watching the movie.
Fine, whatever. Let's watch the movie.
Serious? Shh.
I'm watching.
Fine. Go. Start walking right now. I don't give a shit.
Why do you always have to shut shit down? Can't you get excited about something for once?
What's the problem here? It's a stupid idea that causes way more problems than solutions. I mean, you're just freaking out.
It's not freaking out.
Then what is it?
If I don't go see the world now, I never will.
You sound like an angsty Christopher Columbus.
Aren't you scared though? Like, what if you graduate college, get a job, get a wife, get kids, retire, and then just die?
I mean, yeah?
As soon as all that stuff starts, it's over. You can't just drop everything and do what you want.
You can't just drop everything and do what you want now.
But so many people are content just waiting. Why can't I make it happen if I want it to happen?
So what is this? It's a quarter-life crisis? You're scared.
I just hate the thought of being stuck in one way of life.
Then don't get a 9-to-5 job. Don't get married.
That's the only way to live. That's the only way anyone lives.
Not everyone.
It's looking like we're going to be in that majority, though.
The majority's not a bad place to be. I mean, it means we're doing something, right?
It means you're doing something safe.
When's safety ever been a bad thing?
When it scares you into being the same as everyone else.
In high school, you always had a girlfriend.
As one does.
Yeah, but like, it was relationship after relationship. You were searching for that pattern, that rut, instead of staying single, spontaneous, which goes against everything you're saying now.
I've changed. And besides, love is different.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Trying to find one person to spend the rest of your life with? That doesn't sound fun or adventurous.
Well, love is different because consistency in love is actually a good thing.
But if you get caught up in love, then that's when everything starts feeling secondary, you know? That's what causes people to actually miss out on living their life. Because they get consumed with this idea of falling in love.
I'd argue that Loving is the main part of living life.
Then fall in love. Don't run away.
Well, I'm not caught up in love.
Everyone is.
Are you?
Kind of.
So everyone's in your little boxes, but you get to be in the gray?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not obsessed with love like you are.
Who says I'm obsessed?
Are you not?
Well, who says you're not obsessed? You've told me you've had your heart broken, which means you must have been in love.
I guess, but like...
There it is again. Everyone else is black and white, but you're on the spectrum. Wake up. Everyone feels like they're on the spectrum.
Okay, watch your word choice there, but fine. I'm the asshole.
Don't be dramatic. I'm just saying, people can't be simplified as easily as you think.
Most people are basic enough, I think that they can.
You're not as basic? Okay, yeah, you're right. You went to public high school, public university, kind of, maybe fell in love once. You're one in a million.
You can get pissed at me for saying you're caught up in love, but it doesn't make it not true.
Yeah, maybe I am. I just don't see it as holding me back.
Are you kidding me? You're a virgin waiting for Miss Perfect to come along.
No, I'm not. I've had sex.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
Last semester.
You didn't tell me.
How am I supposed to bring that up?
Hey man, I had sex?
It's kind of weird.
Fine, whatever, I don't care. Tell me how it went. What happened?
I came.
Well, shit, yeah, that's how it works, but who was she?
We met in the sketch comedy club and started talking, and it happened.
What was her name?
Hannah.
Give me the rom-com.
No.
Come on, give me the rom-com. Your deflowerment rom-com. You know, your step from PG-13 to R.
You haven't told me your deflowerment rom-com.
Don't change the subject.
Fine. So, I joined the sketch comedy club. Here's the first meeting. She was in charge of the group.
In charge, huh? Power. Interesting kink. You know, well-behaved women rarely make history.
So, first meeting, she sat next to me and started talking to me, which rarely happens in these sort of situations. And we ended up laughing, making jokes to ourselves, whatever, you know. It was nice. Like, we had something secret. Later that night, she sent me some Mad TV sketches she thought I'd like. I sent her some I thought she'd like. She already knew most of them. The kicker of it all, though, was I Instagram stalked her and found out she had a boyfriend.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know. But like any idiot, I kept my hopes up. We were exchanging CDs and going out for lunch. It felt very similar to dating, which was enough for me, but... Then our sketch comedy formal rolled around, and much to my chagrin, she took her boyfriend.
Damn.
Yeah, he's like this 6 foot, long-haired, muscular dude, like... Not more attractive than me, but definitely fuckable.
Yeah, I feel.
So they show up together, and I'm just avoiding them.
Who'd you bring?
No one.
Oof. Not a power move.
Just wait. So the entire night they're hanging out, and I'm drinking a lot, but keeping my distance. And I'm getting more pissed off as the night goes on, so I just decide to leave and go home. But as I'm walking out the back door, I feel a hand grab my shoulder. I turn around and it's her. She's looking at me like she's about to cry, but then she kisses me.
No shit. Where was the boyfriend?
I don't know, but I didn't care. She said, give me 1 week, and a week later she broke up with him. Our snap streak got up to 100 days. We had the pink double hearts, so naturally we were an official couple. We started watching Pitch Perfect one night, making out a little. One thing led to another, and boom. Came of age.
Well, damn. What happened? Where's she now?
We're still dating.
No, you just want to run off and leave her behind.
No, I don't. That's not
I know. I'm fucking with you. But that's cool though, man. I'm glad for you.
Now you have to tell me your favorite rom-com.
It's not that much of a rom-com, I've told you.
Sex, love, and heartbreak sounds like rom-com.
It's not that fun.
Hey. Premature ejaculation is nothing to be ashamed of.
Fuck off.
Hey, you remember that Amber girl?
Oh, yeah. What was her logline again? You put it so well.
An ultra-liberal douche meets a Trump-loving cunt. Together they must find a way to fall in love without killing each other.
Oh, God. She's the worst. Definitely one of my biggest regrets.
You see on Instagram the picture she posted in the MAGA hat?
I don't want to talk politics.
It's not politics.
It's politics when she puts the hat on.
You didn't hate her before?
No, I did, but it was like this hate-fuck combination that worked heavily in my favor. The hat changes everything, though. It's like this outward signal saying I'm racist. Not about it.
So anyone that wears the hat is a racist?
What? Are you going to try to change my mind?
No, I'm not a fucking meme. It's just... maybe they support what Trump's doing, but aren't racist.
You can't support what he's doing without being racist.
Well, okay, what if I wore the hat? Would that make me a racist?
You wouldn't wear one because you're not.
But if I did?
I don't know. Yes, but you wouldn't.
That's not the point.
Then what's the point?
Should someone really be treated differently because they wear a hat?
If it's one of those hats, I think the person deserves what's coming to them.
Like physical harm?
No, but I mean like... if they get made fun of or lose friends and shit, they knew what they were getting into when they put on that hat. It's not casual, it's a statement, you know? So if I see it, I'm gonna say something.
If it's so bad, then why would you stoop down to their level to treat them so shitty?
You're really defending racists right now, I hope you're aware.
You're right, no politics.
Tried to tell you, it's my rule of thumb.
Should've known. Half the time I'm at school, all my friends are yelling about liberal PC shit. And I'm all for it, really, but it gets really one-sided and mind-numbing sometimes.
Bro, the fucking redneck shit I hear at Auburn would blow your mind.
Like, accents, Confederate flags.
Yes, and less than you'd think, but strangely still a good amount. Stupidity.
You can't blame people for their ignorance.
I do.
What's even happening right now?
I don't know. You know, I don't get it. Movies are either boring or good, so why make a boring movie?
What do you mean boring?
You know, like with the talking and the crying and the long dramatic silences, trying to be emotional. It's almost comedic.
I like those movies.
Do you cry?
Sometimes.
Which ones?
I'm not gonna tell you if you're just gonna insult me.
I won't insult you, I'm just interested.
American Beauty. That one makes me cry.
American Beauty.
Yeah, American Beauty.
With the plastic floating bag and Kevin Spacey?
And the falling rose petals and Wes Bentley.
Alright, cool.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Bro. That movie was so fucking boring and so cheesy.
Fuck off.
Look closer.
It won Oscars.
So did Green Book and Spotlight.
Hey, Spotlight was fucking good.
Kidding? I fell asleep like 7 times.
What, you weren't intrigued by like the priests and the child rape?
It was fine.
It was nuts.
But it was so much talking. If I can tell a movie's just gonna be talking the whole time, I'll turn it off.
What, people talking isn't interesting to you?
Film's a visual medium.
Hey, but like, car crashes, explosions, shit's just as boring.
How about we take a poll of the audience on that one? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out tonight. We only have one simple question for you, and that is, which is more boring? Car crashes and explosions, or people talking? You've got 15 seconds on the clock.
Alright, I mean, fine. If it's bad dialogue, I get it. I turn it off.
And it's not like I love shitty action movies either. I just prefer them to the boring talking movies. Dark Knight's dank, though.
Yeah, Dark Knight is dank.
You want to keep watching those?
Maybe.
You think celebrities use baby wipes when they poop?
What?
They're assholes. They just seem so tender. I feel like regular toilet paper would just tear them apart.
Your mind goes weird places, man.
Gotta let it sometimes. Makes you more creative.
Where's your mom, by the way?
Mom! Mom! Fuck! Shit! Bitch! I don't think she's home. Where's she at? Oh, shit. That's right. She went to New Bern this weekend. See family.
Oh.
Yeah. You still gonna run away?
Yeah.
You wanna smoke?
Bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a fuck ass.
Yo, you gotta tell me your rom-com about the girl from freshman year.
Come on, man.
You've told me nothing.
Not when I'm high.
Sounds like you killed her or something. Just tell me.
David, it's not something I want to talk about.
Okay. Okay.
Put on some music.
I can't find my phone.
Don't play any of that annoying poppy shit.
What do you mean?
You know, like the loud, basic stuff.
I don't play that stuff.
Yes, you do.
What do you want?
I want you to run Ox. Every good smoke session needs a good aux. It's a wonderful amalgamation of songs that define a smoke sesh. There's rules, but also room for creativity. I think that's what makes it an art form.
I'll just play Kanye.
No, never. You can't just come right out of the gate with Kanye. That's amateur shit. Start with a mood setter. Something that you can talk over but has the atmosphere you're going for. Maybe like Amine or JID. It's good and controlled, but not too loud and still high quality music. After that, you'll want to go into something more mainstream. Young Thug. I guess Chance would work too if you want something more upbeat. If everybody really seems to be listening to the music, J. Cole wouldn't be half bad. Lyrically, he's pretty good. Not everyone fucks with him, though. But at this point, everything should be coming together. You should be able to see the big picture. And that's when you want to go into the vibe. For the vibe, you essentially have 3 choices. Kanye, Kendrick, and Travis. Because once you play one of their songs, you don't want to switch it up. Because if you switch it up, it'll just leave people disappointed asking for songs on the queue. Because there's just so much good music. And if people are asking for songs on the queue, then you're not doing your job. There's an alternate you can also throw in there. You don't want to do it every time, but if it's people you usually smoke with, hit them with Frank Ocean. It's a very specific vibe, but it's a good wave to ride. He's a good artist. He's got a lot of good music you can work with. You could start things off with Pink Matter or Biking, slow it down with White Ferrari. Hell, you could throw in Self-Control really anywhere in there. As things are ramping up, you're getting towards your climax song. The climax song is the peak and the epitome of the artist you've chosen for your vibe. And so Kanye's climax song is Ultralight Beam. And I know it's Chance that really sends it over the top, but it's still a Kanye classic. For Kendrick, it's Untitled 7. For Travis, it's Maria, I'm Drunk. For Frank, it's Nights. And, after you've enjoyed that, everybody should be coming down from the high at this point. So they'll appreciate anything that they could just nod their head to. Like Future, 21, Drake, Lil Wayne, A Boogie even. It all depends what you played before, just what feels right in the moment. And that's the beauty of this whole thing, really. Like, the form and the structure are meant to be broken. You'll start to familiarize yourself with each piece, and as you can see each piece clearly, that's when you can start to throw in new songs or new artists. Hell, maybe you start off with Kanye, but it's not the peak. It's all about reading the room, just, doing what fits in the moment. Masters of the Aux can expand your mind, mix genres, and it sounds like rap's the only option, but in most cases it is, but at the end of the day, everybody's ready for something new. I know some people that just really understand the form. It's amazing to watch them work. I myself am nowhere close. I stick to rap to be safe. And that's the scariest part. All it takes is one bad song. Someone will call you out, and you'll lose any sort of privilege or control you thought you had. It's tough. But yeah, just put something on.
You really thought about this shit, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Oh my god.
What?
I hate people that post selfies on Instagram.
You hate everything.
I don't get it. Who's it for? Who cares?
Themselves?
Damn straight. They need the likes and comments to feel good about themselves. It's annoying.
I don't mind it.
Everybody's just trying to be their own reality star. They're so bad at it. Like 90% of the shit on here is so boring. It's like some girl posting a picture of a veggie bowl and it's captioned, "Check out my lunch." Makes me want to fucking shoot myself.
Style it back a bit.
I mean, how about they do something for themselves for once and not this image they're trying to create?
It is for themselves. They are eating healthy and looking good. No harm in that.
I had this friend. She would never post a picture on Instagram unless she thought she looked good in it.
That makes sense. Why would you post a picture you thought you looked bad in?
But that's the thing. It wasn't a bad picture of her. It just didn't fit this image of what she wanted to look like to the world. It's like when you follow someone on Instagram and you see all their pictures and then you finally see them in real life and they look like a completely different person. It's the apps and the filters and shit that just allow people to lie to themselves if they want to. People just pick a persona they want to be instead of being themselves. It's fake as fuck.
I need to stop smoking soon.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone and their mother's fucking quitting. I might have no one to smoke with.
I still smoke, just like once or twice a month.
Doesn't matter, right? You're running away.
Facts.
I don't think I'll ever stop smoking.
If you have a job,
Not if they don't drug test.
I think it's more of a responsible thing.
What's not responsible about it?
It's illegal.
It'll be legal in like 2 years.
Yeah, but alcohol's legal and people don't get drunk every night.
But weed's different. It's like a chill thing.
I know, but...
And you're not hungover or anything after.
No, I know, trust me. It's just something adults don't do.
But that's the problem right there. You know, smoking's stigmatized. Everyone thinks you're lazy or don't care if you're a stoner. And sure, everyone smokes sometimes, but it's people that get labeled stoner that get the bad rap.
I guess for that one, though, you control your perception of yourself, and if that's what people think, then...
Yeah, because people are fucking assholes.
Maybe they are. It doesn't change the reality of the bad rep that being a stoner comes with, and, you know, I personally don't see myself as a stoner.
Come on.
I used to.
You're a stoner.
No, I'm not. You're a stoner.
We both are.
Going through life as a stoner just seems beat.
Okay, but what is being a stoner to you?
Just smoking weed every day.
But people that smoke weed every day don't always look like stoners. I feel like really being a stoner, it's more of a mentality.
Then how do you know if you're a stoner?
I think if you can honestly say smoking can make anything better, that's when you're a stoner.
For me, I don't think smoking can make anything better.
Well, then you got nothing to worry about. You can smoke as much as you want and not have to worry about being a burnout.
I guess. I just don't want to anymore.
Yeah, because people got in the fucking head.
I honestly don't like it anymore.
I don't buy it. You can say whatever you want now, but in 30 years, we're going to be smoking fat with our kids playing upstairs.
It's gonna be crazy when weed's legal.
Imagine being in California right now.
I can't.
I want to buy weed there.
Do you think it'll be like wine at restaurants? Like, the super lemon haze pairs very nicely with the bone and ribeye. And may I suggest a Bubba Kush with a parsley sweet potato as a side?
That'd be fire. And like just to know about the strains and shit too.
I'd miss smoking illegally though. You know, just the ambiance of it.
I don't know what I'd do if I catch my kid smoking.
I've thought about this one before. If he's like 14, they'll get in trouble, but if they're like 17 or 18, I'm just gonna confiscate all their shit and smoke it right in front of them, just to see their reaction.
No way I'm smoking with my kid.
Are you kidding me? Getting high with a human you've made? That'd be insane.
I don't know. I feel weird. I feel like a bad influence.
My son better be chill though.
You want to have a boy?
If I have a girl, I'm gonna have way too much other shit to worry about.
Giving birth has to be like the worst thing ever.
I'd be drugged out of my mind for sure.
You know, they say it's beautiful, but it looks painful.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, no, not for me.
I'd probably rather be stabbed.
There's a ton of shit I'd do before I gave birth. Plus, babies ruin lives.
They don't ruin lives.
I beg to differ.
If the parents want it, if they're ready for it, I think it'd be okay.
I mean, that's definitely a better situation, but I don't think you can ever be fully ready to raise a child. I mean, that shit's fucked.
I guess.
I definitely couldn't be raising a kid right now.
It'd be hard.
Impossible.
Maybe not impossible.
No. It would be.
Okay.
You want a beer? I'm gonna grab a beer.
No, I'm chilling.
You wanna go swimming?
Right now?
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
So what's your first destination when you run off?
Probably somewhere in Europe.
Amsterdam?
Yeah, maybe.
Heard that place is a fucking wonderland.
Maybe that'll be the last time I smoke.
It'd be like getting the best head you've ever gotten and saying you never want to come again.
I think it's a little more romantic than that. Plus, it's like quitting while you're ahead.
Quitting's the same as losing.
And they also have shrooms there.
Truffles.
Is there a difference?
Truffles are supposed to be less intense.
I never do psychedelics.
I'd try them.
Just seems too easy for it to go wrong, have a bad trip. I feel like I'll freak out and cut my ear off or something.
That's just the extreme stuff they're trying to scare you with.
I don't want to risk it. I want to retain some control of my reality.
Like, shrooms are the good ones, you know? They're naturals. Acid's the bad one. It's all chemically manufactured and shit.
And I just don't think my mind's for it.
You could handle it.
I don't think so.
No, you totally could. And I'm so down, too.
Nah, man.
Come on, bro. Let's do shrooms.
I'm not down, alright? Sorry. You were egging me on.
You applied to any internships yet?
For the summer?
Yeah. I need one bad this year.
I feel like the only way to get a first internship is through a connection.
I don't have any connections.
I feel.
It's just bullshit. Because all the internships require some sort of experience, but I can't get any experience if I can't get an internship.
Yeah, that's why you gotta get the first one under your belt. And then
I'm just fucked.
there's still a chance one will pull through, though, you know?
I doubt it.
You don't think?
Nah.
You're always so negative, man.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm realistic.
You think the whole world's against you or something.
Okay, well, fuck off.
I'm just saying. If you can find a connection, then you can get an internship.
I said I didn't have any. You don't think I would if I did?
I think you just don't care.
I don't have any fucking connections.
Right, fine. Fine.
Just because your head's in the fucking clouds all the time doesn't mean everyone else's has to be.
Okay, sick dude.
What do you want me to say?
It wouldn't kill you to be a little optimistic.
It doesn't matter if you are or you aren't. Shit hits the fan regardless.
But, like, you act like a victim all the time. It's annoying.
What the fuck?
And, like, you don't have to be a dick about me wanting to run away. Like, just let me enjoy it. I'm not stupid.
I never said you were stupid, and we were literally just talking about where you were gonna run away to.
Yeah, but the way you talk about it and say it, it makes me feel like I'm fucking stupid.
What are you talking about? You need another hit. David, come on, man.
Can you shut the fuck up?
I don't see a point in making plans for the future or having a dream job, shit like that, because nothing ever works out the way you want it to. And anything good can go away like that, you know?
Have you ever heard the phrase, if you shoot for the moon, you land in the stars? Also, it's just nice to dream sometimes. the lights in this pool are really cool.
Yeah. My mom got them. I didn't think we needed them.
I'm glad she did.
Me too.
Took a scuba class last semester.
How'd that go?
It was easy. 1 credit elective.
You get certified?
I would be, but I had my analytics class right before, and it takes 10 minutes to get to the pool, which is off campus. And if you're late more than 2 times, you don't get the certification.
Really?
Yeah.
Such bullshit. I'm sorry, man. I hate when teachers give you shit for being late to class, and I'm never even that late.
How late are you, though?
Like 15 minutes, max. And all my classes are 4 hours long, so it's just a drop in the bucket. People need to understand that sometimes shit happens, or like you take a slightly longer shower. And yeah, you could not take the slightly longer shower, but sometimes you just need those precious extra minutes, you know, as a human being to get yourself straight. It's nothing against the class, it's just being human.
When the world's got rules, you gotta play by them.
So many people in this world are just cunts. And they care about such useless shit. It's like the kids that sit in front of the class every day just to suck the professor's ass. You know, they smile, make direct eye contact, nod along to everything they say, like being a chode means that the professor will treat you better.
It probably does help, like, at the end of the day, a kid that asks questions and pays attention creates a good reputation.
I don't not pay attention.
Dude, I wasn't saying anything about you. I'm just saying, in general, being a ghost doesn't help.
But the fact that the teacher would even care about that shit is what annoys me. You know, it should be based on your skill and your work ethic, not your personality. Just because someone else is willing to kiss ass doesn't make them better than me.
They're just using the bullshit of the world to their advantage. It's smart, honestly. Why not be a chode if it'll help you get ahead?
Because that's fake. And so many people are already so fake, I can't stand it. It's like everybody thinks their life's a movie. And if you do certain things a certain way, then everything will work out.
What about you? You're sitting over here, judging everyone like you're all woke or whatever. That's your fake movie character.
I'm not trying to be anyone.
Seems like you're just jealous of those people.
Why would I want to be like that?
You tell me.
Well, I don't, so I can't tell you.
No, be real. Analyze yourself.
I mean, I have.
Come on. If people can be broken down and understood so easily, do that for yourself. Think about how other people view you. Who do they think it is that you're trying to be?
I don't care what other people think of me.
Everyone wants to be viewed by the world in a certain way.
I can promise you I really don't.
Okay, then why do you care when a teacher gives you shit for being late?
Because they're just assuming that I didn't care or I was being lazy.
You don't want the teacher to view you as lazy.
Because that's not who I am.
But you care how they view you.
Yeah. If they view me wrong.
So what if you're just misinterpreting everyone else?
The difference is they're trying to be someone. I'm just being me.
And you're one of a kind.
I just don't think like that.
What if you're lying to yourself? What if you're just trying to be the person that doesn't care what anyone thinks?
Who are you trying to be? The kid that has the courage and is so spontaneous and loves life so much that he's just gonna drop everything and pull a Walter Mitty because you're afraid you've been living your life too safely? That's not original. Trying to give your life meaning by doing one big crazy thing? That's as basic as it gets.
Okay, maybe I am. I don't know. I don't see it as a bad thing. Why do you care?
Because that's a warped mentality. If everybody just thinks their life's a movie?
Okay, let's say people do live their life like this. How does that even affect you?
Oh, in many ways. There was this girl, freshman year, Tess. We were pretty good friends. We were in the same major. And then, one day, out of nowhere, she just stopped talking. Nothing. Cold turkey, like it didn't exist. I didn't give a shit, but she obviously had a problem with me. So, instead of talking to me about it like an adult would, she just sat there silent, waiting for the problem to solve itself. Because she wanted the drama in her life, her movie. And then, of course, she starts talking shit behind my back, and I don't even know what to do. It's the same shit in relationships, too, You'll see it all the time. Couples will have a problem, and instead of talking to each other about it, they'll just bitch to their friends, which doesn't solve anything. And it's because people are brainwashed and think that their life's a movie. Because in movies, characters don't solve problems right away. But that's because movies need plot and drama. Real life doesn't need that stuff, yet so many people think it does. It's like if some guy always pats you on the back, and it bothers you, just ask him to stop. If your mom always turns on your bedroom light when she wakes you up in the morning, just ask her not to do it anymore if you don't like it. Everybody just needs to realize that people change the way they treat you if you just ask them and talk to them about it.
Okay, I see. I agree, I just don't know if there's anything you can do to change how people handle their problems.
If they would just talk to me, then
But
I'd be...
you can't make people talk to you. The only thing you can do is talk to them.
But I'm not the one with the problem.
Sounds like you might be.
Well, I'm fucking starving. You wanna get some food?
Yeah, I want to get some food.
Let's do it.
They won't have pizza rolls in Europe.
Yeah, but they'll have spaghetti and goulash, another way more hype food.
What's more hype than pizza rolls?
Pizza bagels?
We're all out.
We should go get some.
I need ice cream.
I've heard someone tell me that they hate eating food when they're high.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't get it. Eating's part of the experience.
Yeah, I know, freshman year I must have spent $1,000 on Uber Eats.
Yeah, I feel that. I started ordering Denny's near the end of the year.
I mean, it's dank, but I never stooped that low.
It was good, though.
Freshman year was when I peaked.
Really?
No, I didn't actually peak, but I'd love to go back. It was so much fun.
Freshman year was ass. I'm sorry to say it, but I liked sophomore year so much more.
I don't know, I really liked being on my own. Plus my roommates were so much fun, and it was nice having a clean start. No one knew who I was.
It was so stressful, though. Always having to make friends and trying to find people to hang out with.
No, I feel There's just something about it I loved. Like the pre-games in the dorms, Fetty Wap Trap Queen remix, sneaking bottles and handles past the front desk. Like we had a quad, so we'd host beer pong every Wednesday night. We'd have like 25 people crowding around the table. Every time there was a knock at the door, we'd run into the bedrooms thinking it was an RA. It was good times.
I think I just really like having my friends set. Like, I know who I'll hang out with. I appreciated the routines that came with sophomore year.
Sophomore year was so much work, though. Like, freshman year was a joke.
Yeah. I just wasn't friends with people my freshman year. I think that's what it was. I'd usually just go over to my friend's place at Grayson. And we'd smoke, go out sometimes. But I don't really talk to those guys anymore.
I mean, me and my freshman year friends still use our group chat routinely.
What about the dining halls, though? Those sucked.
Dude, no, I miss those. Just like getting a shitty piece of pizza or chicken tender Tuesday. It was fire.
We didn't have Tender Tuesday.
Or like once a month when they'd cater from like all the restaurants around the school. Or shit like Christmas when they'd have eggnog, like full cartons in the mini fridge. Me and my friends would just take them back to our dorm and use them for like dank mixed drinks.
I never liked eggnog.
And like interfloor hookups too. There's something exciting about those, like knowing someone but not fully. I don't know, but it created like interfloor drama, which was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit went down, dude. You probably know about that, huh? Still nothing? Did I call it though? Was she on your floor? Okay, fine, I'm done.
Don't you feel like college as a whole is at least a little bit overrated?
I think it's one of those things that gets better with perspective. Plus, it's just fucking awesome. You had a shitty roommate though, right?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't shitty, just weird. I didn't fuck with him. You got lucky with yours, though.
Oh yeah, dude, I miss Matt. You know, I should give him a call, right?
Right now?
Yeah, if I could just... Oh, yeah. Yo, Matt, what's good, man? Yeah. We were just rehashing the past. Yo, do you remember when Francis and Kevin were trying to sneak that bottle of Ciroc up to our dorm? And they got in the elevator with the RA? Yeah. And we were getting on as they were getting off, and they just handed us the bottle on the low. No, that was the same week that you and Julie... Yeah, and you didn't tell us about it for like a week. Okay, don't turn this on me. You lied straight to my face, dude. Dude, I missed the quad. That was great. All the movie nights. When we did karaoke after the Super Bowl, dude. That killed me. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about it. I had to call you. Yeah. Alright. Bye. Word. Okay, I'll see you, dude. I'll see you. Bye. Sorry about that.
You're fine, man.
It's getting a little cold out here. You want to go inside?
Yeah. You want to send a puzzle? Cool.
Fuck me, bro. This wine is so good. Hand me any edge pieces you find.
When I find them.
I feel like puzzles get more difficult the older I get.
because you start getting puzzles with 1,000 pieces.
Or maybe weed ruined my brain.
I'm definitely better at puzzles now than I was as a kid. I didn't have the attention span for this shit.
You ever heard the theory that kids are just the same as drunk people? You ever think about that? Like, they just yell nonsense and stumble around everywhere.
Yeah, kids are just wasted 24/7.
It would explain a lot.
Maybe that's why people like to be drunk. You know, you can just turn your brain off, be a kid.
Yeah, kids don't know anything, so don't have to worry about anything.
That'd honestly be the dream, you know? To be a kid your whole life, and then puberty comes along and fucks that up. I can't remember the last time my balls didn't smell.
Yeah, people nowadays are all about living in the moment, but it's what kids do all the time without any effort. They want everything immediately and they don't want to wait.
It's because they're not smart enough to understand anything else.
You know, the less you know, the more intensely and carelessly you live your life.
Well, then I know way too much. Oh, what the fuck, man?
Sorry, I must have set my alarm.
Oh, for what?
Just on accident, you know.
I hate that sound. This wine's really getting me. I'm buzzed.
Yeah, this Merlot, it's a little different.
Your parents know you drink yet?
Yeah, I mean, I've sipped with them before. Do your parents not?
I mean, I'm sure they do, but we've never talked about it, and I keep things pretty low-key, so... But last year, on my grandmother's 75th birthday, my whole family was in town, and we were all sitting around watching her open her gifts, and my dad had gotten her this bottle of Isla Sky whiskey, and when she unwrapped it, she poured a little glass for all the adults to try, and my dad let me try a sip of his, and as I was bringing the cup to my mouth, I hear, "Daniel, you don't drink yet, right?" I take the cup down, I see my grandmother staring right at me. Now, I can't say I drink, not in front of my entire family, but I'm a freshman in college at that point, so I can't say no or else they'd know I'm lying. So I decided to go with, "No, Grandma, only the blood of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ."
What'd you say to that?
She laughed, everyone laughed, and I got out of there scot-free.
Well played, I gotta say.
Thank you. You ever black out before?
Yeah, pretty often.
I've never been able to.
Really?
Yeah. And like, I get drunk, really drunk, but I never black out.
Maybe you haven't drank enough.
I drank 18 shots last Halloween. I remember being sloppy everywhere. I remember passing out in my bed. I threw up on the floor, but I didn't black out.
Well, maybe you just weigh too much.
I wish I was a lightweight.
You know, last semester, I was at this bus stop, and I ran into this blackout drunk guy. He was this insane beggar that just
That's my Wu-Tang name.
You're what?
Insane beggar. That's my Wu-Tang name.
Like the Wu-Tang Clan?
Yeah. There's this generator online you can go on to and type in your name, and it gives you your Wu-Tang name.
What's it called?
Here, I can pull it up for you. Okay. Yours is excessive professional, like with the X at the beginning.
Word, that is ripe.
What was that?
That's cool.
Did you say rape?
Ripe, cool, same thing.
Rape?
You haven't heard that before?
No.
Oh. It's something my friends say at school. I must have picked it up from them.
I don't hate it, I've just never heard it. What do you say if something isn't cool?
It's stale.
Alright. You know what's right?
What?
Naming a bong. It's like a pet. And usually I get triggered when people name inanimate objects, but bongs are different.
What do you mean, like name inanimate objects?
You know, like when there's the guy and he's saying, "Oh, I gotta go drive Stacy around," but Stacy's actually just his car, and he's a weird creep that names his car after women.
We should type the bong into that name generator thing.
Yeah, check that out.
Intellectual commander.
That's right.
That's hella right.
Next manga I get, that's what I'm naming it. How do you think Jesus got his name?
Wasn't it God or an angel?
Maybe.
Fits really well.
Like a priest and an altar boy.
Come on, dude.
The Catholic Church is shit. Relax.
No, it's annoying. Everyone always shits on the Catholic Church.
Everybody shits on religion. The Catholic Church just made themselves the prime target when they started molesting children.
But churches bring people together. And they do a shit ton for charity. Haven't you ever met anyone that's like super religious? Some of the nicest people I've ever met. They genuinely just want peace and happiness for everyone.
Except homosexuals, right?
No, that's the thing. That's only the really shitty ones. The church doesn't think homosexuality is a sin. It's only a sin, like, if you act on it like everything else, like lying or cursing or premarital sex. But you wouldn't know about the last one.
Still fucked, though. You can't polish a turd. And besides, who needs religion other than people that are desperate and need to feel like everything in life has a purpose? It's honestly sad.
Atheists always think that.
Hey, I'm not an atheist.
Whatever. I don't care. People that look down on religion think that just because they don't believe in God that they're smarter than everyone else.
Because that's how it is.
Hey, anyone can be smart regardless of whatever religion they are. You know, even if there isn't a God, which no one can prove or disprove, it seems more naive to think less of someone just because they follow a religion. Da Vinci was Catholic, and he invented flight.
We're never finishing this.
And where would we be without religion's morals?
We'd be right where we are. People are smart enough to make the right decision. They don't need some black and white split down the middle, good and evil. Right and wrong are subjective anyway.
What if you're just telling yourself that? What if people need to convince themselves there is no right and wrong?
Why would they need to do that?
Because we all do stuff we regret. Sometimes really shitty stuff, and we don't want to let it define us as people. Like, okay, think about the worst thing you've ever done. Mean, perverted, selfish, whatever. Imagine if the whole world knew about that.
Do you have something you want to tell me?
No. I'm just saying, people don't like to be labeled. And if the only two labels are good and bad, people labeled bad will try to convince the rest of the world the labels don't exist at all.
So then, I'm gonna assume you think everyone's inherently good.
Yeah, I do.
Well, I think everyone's inherently selfish.
How so?
Any decision that we make is purely based on what will make us feel best. I mean, when's the last time you've actually done something not for yourself?
Went to a food pantry 2 weeks ago with my dad. I didn't do that to make myself feel good.
But would you have felt better if you didn't go?
If I say yes, then you're wrong.
But would you have felt better if you didn't go?
No, I like to do that stuff.
You're on a plane. You're sitting in the window seat. There's an old lady next to you. She asks if you could switch so she could get the window seat. Why do you say yes?
Because if she wants it and it'll make her happy, then I'm glad to give it to her.
But do you see a situation where you say no? Because the only situation that I see of you saying no is one that goes, "Excuse me, young man, would you mind if we switch seats?" And then you'd go, "No, I want the window seat." Rightfully so, you'd feel like a dick. So selfishly, you decide to give up the seat so you don't have to feel bad about yourself.
Okay? So with that logic, then not everyone is selfish. So if some guy pushes an old lady out of the way to get to the window seat, he's unselfish?
Well, no, because that's his own selfish decision. He'd rather have the seat than feel good about himself. There's different types of people with different values, but everybody's selfish.
Okay, so if I want the window seat, I'm selfish. And if I decide to give up the window seat, I'm selfish.
Correct. Every decision we make is just based in what we think will make us feel best. Maybe that's the way to split up people into your good and bad categories. The bad selfish people keep the seat, and the good selfish people give up the seat.
I don't know, I guess, man. burned out on this puzzle.
Let's smoke more.
I'm down.
Do you mind telling me more about you and Hannah?
Yeah, why?
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, sure. Is there anything you want to know?
Do you love her?
I thought you weren't caught up in love.
Humor me.
I mean, I don't know, I haven't really thought about it. It definitely might be.
Have you ever said I love you to her?
You know, I said it once, and she said it once. But it wasn't like a huge romantic thing. We kind of just said it in the moment.
Was that before or after?
After.
Could you see yourself marrying her?
Well, I don't know yet. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of girls who I felt like I loved, but it's weird because it definitely wasn't love.
Like who?
Do you remember Paige?
Yeah.
So, like, thinking back to it, I remember, like, loving her and telling myself I loved her.
Y'all never even dated, though.
Yeah, we never even kissed.
So it was just a crush.
Right, but at the time I thought that was it. You know, the real thing. I cringe thinking about it now. I was under the assumption that love was about finding someone special and beautiful and wanting to mean the world to them. You know, which isn't a bad thing, it just isn't right.
Y'all are cool now, though.
No, yeah, I know. But back then I was just analyzing every little thing she said and did because I liked her. It's crazy to think that's what I thought love was.
What is love to you?
I'm still trying to figure it out. What is it to you?
You know, I've heard all the one-liners before, like, love's never having to say I'm sorry, or it's the most selfless sacrifice, it's missing someone before they're gone. And personally, I think it's finding someone that you always want happiness for, but I don't know. Those all seem too easy.
Yeah, I can see that. You know, I think we'll know it when we find it.
When we find it. Hayden. That was the girl from freshman year.
So what happened? You love her?
You know what love is? Love's what's between two people and neither of them are trying to make the other love them. It's those moments where you're fully you and they're fully them. No one has any motives.
In those moments, you can feel the other person loving you. There just isn't a question what that is.
You want to give me the rom-com?
We broke up. She said she couldn't love me anymore.
Did you do something?
No?
I'm sorry, man. No use in longing for something that's already gone.
Yeah.
You'll be okay, though.
What do you think's the biggest decision you've ever made?
You know, probably where to go to college at this point.
Do you think you'd be that different of a person if you went to a different college?
You know, I like to think no, but maybe. I'm fine with who I am, though, so I try not to think about who I could have been.
What about the two versions of you? The one that runs away and the one that stays?
I haven't thought about that.
What if it ruins your relationship with Hannah? I'm sorry, you don't have to answer that one.
No, it's a valid question. I want to run away, not because I hate what I have or anything. It's more about the excitement of not knowing what's out there. Experiences I can't even fathom right now. It's the idea of it that I really like.
It's like the hot secretary.
Exactly.
Man, in 2 years we're gonna be adults.
You know, I always think about the phrase, like, youth is wasted on the young. What am I doing right now? And when I'm 80, how will I wish I spent my time when I was young?
You definitely wouldn't be here.
Fuck no, I should be going out to bars, meeting people, skydiving.
Life's a fucked up catch-22. When you're young, you're always worrying about what you'll be doing when you're old, and when you're old, you're always thinking about what you wish you were doing when you were young.
Yeah. No one's ever lived without regret.
Except Hugh Hefner.
Except you.
I think that's why I love being young. There's still just so much more that can and will happen, so it helps make the bad shit feel more secondary.
Yeah, I feel. That's why I want to go.
Should be fun.
Would you come with me?
I gotta figure out the logistics first.
Oh, yes. I know you do.
I'm sorry when I'm shitty to you, man.
That's fine, man. I should be used to it by now.
How much more do you think will change?
It's people.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a completely different person than I was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I feel like we still have a lot of changing left to do. I mean, being a parent, it's gotta alter everything. Having to do our own taxes, supporting ourselves. Yeah, I feel like we still have a lot of youth left, though. You've seen the movies and TV shows. Your 20s is where shit really goes down.
You gonna live in an apartment in New York City with your friends and go to the same coffee shop every day?
Probably.
I'll probably be living alone. Binging a new TV show most weeknights. Hopefully I can find some friends from work to hang out with on the weekend. I'll definitely be on a dating app, so I could set up something fun for Saturday night, like a little dinner date. And Sunday, watch football, read a book, go to sleep, wake up, go to work. Rinse, recycle, repeat.
I'm sure we'll all be doing something similar.
You think it'll be like that?
Yeah. No, it could be better. Yeah. I could have a girlfriend. I could be married. I could have kids to raise before I'm 30. I could have a great group of guys to hang out with from work, you know. If I'm rich, I could go on trips. Bahamas, Paris, New Zealand, the whole 9 yards.
But then again, maybe not.
Yeah, if not, everything can't be too bad. I don't see alcoholism or drug addiction as my future.
Shit can happen.
Hell, you know, I could be smuggling drugs for the cartel in my asshole for all we know.
Please, you're too loose for that.
Oh. You could be an art curator.
Nah.
Why?
Art museums aren't my thing.
Well, why not? I mean, they have paintings, sculptures.
I know what it consists of. It bores the hell out of me, though.
What do you mean? You don't like looking at the below average sculpture, Dick?
Fuck no.
How masculine of you.
Sorry, I just don't get it.
It's all art. It's all the same, you know. It's like music, except you see it.
I prefer to listen.
Well, I guess it's not for everyone.
Neither's eating ass, but you still do that.
What?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Eating ass isn't funny anymore. It's still kind of funny.
Do you think there's something that will always be funny?
Is there something that's never not been funny? You know, always gets a laugh?
Yeah, farts.
Yeah. Farts, those will always be funny.
Timeless.
You know what I've been thinking about recently?
What?
Is the asshole cleanest right after a poop?
Why?
Well, like you've just wiped it down, it can only get dirtier from that moment on. It's gotta be the cleanest point. Like if I was gonna eat a girl's ass, I should tell her to shit right before.
You know, I think if you're about to eat a girl's ass, you have a lot of other problems to worry about.
Don't knock it till you rock it.
No, I will definitely. You know, I'll take your word for it. But if you're doing that, you know, maybe you should have her poop and then shower, just to be safe.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late. I feel like I'm gonna pass out soon.
I'm definitely running away.
Do you wanna come with me?
You wanna go up?
Yeah.
David.
Yeah?
Can I tell you me and Hayden's rom-com?
Yeah.
So, we met freshman year on the first day. It was at a dorm orientation thing. All of us were seated in a circle, and the RAs were in the middle talking about something, but across the room, she was sitting there. Our eyes kept meeting, way too many times to be a coincidence. So, after I strategically made sure we'd be in the same elevator going back to our rooms, my plan worked. She was right next to me. I noticed she was wearing these bright orange Crocs, which didn't match her outfit at all, but somehow she still looked perfect. I felt their eyes look at me, so I looked back to her. She smiled, which made me smile. I introduced myself, and she told me her name, but that's about all we got through till I had to get off. Later in the week, I saw her down at the dining hall, so I went up to her and we started talking again. Turned out she loved pomegranates, which, as you know, are my favorite fruit, so that was good to hear. We each got one, and we were eating them, and our fingers started to get stained that purple pinkish color. She started calling us the purple nerps. We were weird when we were together. And I didn't think I'd like that sort of thing, but with her I did. We started hanging out a bunch, getting lunch, studying, walking to class. It was always as friends. Not that I wasn't interested in her romantically. I just wasn't comfortable enough making the first move. The semester started to go by, and we made our own friends, met new people, tried new things, and all the while we still stayed really good friends. My friends liked her. They would always tease us about us getting together, and we'd just laugh it off. Then, one night, I texted her asking if she wanted to hang out. She said that we should get a bottle of wine and watch a movie. And that sounded good to me, so we got the wine and we decided to watch Austin Powers because she hadn't seen it yet. Then, about halfway through the movie, she started to fall asleep, and her head rested right on my shoulder. I could feel her hair, her breath on my arm. She was beautiful. I didn't move for the rest of the movie. Then, once the movie was over, I laid down onto the couch and she curled up into me, so I held her. We fell asleep together. In the morning, we woke up, we decided to talk, and we thought that we should give us a try. And that's what we did. And it was amazing. She was my best friend. There wasn't anything I didn't want to do with her. She made everything better. I wanted to tell her everything I did during the day, and I wanted to hear everything that she was doing. It was honestly kind of clingy, but she didn't seem to care. We just kind of laughed it off. She smokes too. Not as much as us, though. Our first time was really nice. It was awkward and quick, but really nice. We ended up having sex like 4 or 5 more times just in that week. But all that stuff was just icing on the cake. Being with her, making her laugh, that was more than enough. I started thinking about us in the future. We'd joke about what pets we'd get, what their names would be. Just young love stuff. About a month later, I was walking to class, and I got a call from her. I picked up the phone, and she was just crying. And she was trying to say something, but I couldn't understand her because she was crying so much. So I ran back to the dorm to check on her. And I was knocking at the door, and when she finally opened it up, she just said to leave. I had no idea what was going on. I was texting and calling, but nothing. Then, later that night, around 10, I got a knock on my door. It was her. I opened the door and she walked right past me and stood in the middle of the room. I asked her what was going on, and she said, "I'm pregnant." I don't know what happened. I wore a condom every time. It must have had a hole or broken or something. I asked her what she wanted to do, but we both know what we had to do. And 3 days later, she did it. I mean, I wanted her to. It was her choice, but even if it was mine, nothing would be different. Things got difficult after that. We started hanging out less and less. She stopped asking about my day. I could tell she was hurting. But I realized that I really did love her. So I decided to tell her that. I said, "I love you, and I'm here for you, and we can get through this." She said she wanted to break up. That she just wanted to move on past this whole thing. That'd be best for her. So that's what we did. I wanted to say that I was sorry, but nobody did anything wrong. It just happened. After that night, I stopped hearing from her. Not even a text just to say that she was alright or if she was doing better. And that sucked. That really sucked. Because I'm really hurting, and I feel like she's the only one that can pull me out of this, and I don't know. I've thought about texting her, but every time I'm about to, I just get this fucking pit in my stomach, and it's like this whole thing's still hanging over us. I started to think about if we decided to keep it, would it be a boy, a girl? Would me and her still be in school? Where would we be living? What would we be doing? No matter which scenario I dream up in it, I'm happy because I'm with her. But she's gone. How do I move on from that?
I don't know, man. You just do. You have to.
Night, David.
Hi, Daniel. Daniel, what are you doing? Are you alright?
I'll go with you. I'll run away.
I was never gonna run away.
It's just nice to dream sometimes. Right? What you doing tonight?
I don't think anything. My mom's having some people over. Like a business thing.
You want to come over?
Yeah.
Word. I'll see you.
See you.